Okay everyone, today I'm going to be doing Ork Tactics. I'm snowed in and I'm coming down from the flu, so I got nothing better to do but to make videos. So I had to dig this out of my car because they were in the trunk of my car. Alright, so first of all I'm just going to kind of go over some of the stuff right now real quick for you. Just some of the special stuff, troop choices, flash gets here, burner boys, war bosses, fast attack, HQ, I guess is NOS, but they can be chosen as troop as well, I think. And then tank busters, and then normal troop choice. I didn't want to put all the normal troop out because that would take up all the whole carpet heavy. So that's just the first part of the video here, just kind of showing you what I'm going to be going over straight out of the codex and Ork Tactics and how I would set up the army to combat another army. Alright, so war bosses. HQ. Alright, mandatory power claw, of course. Doesn't really matter too much about his weapon type. I normally try to run this bad boy up into combat. Just throw him in there, don't matter what it is. Power claw, enough said. Kind of low initiative, a little disappointing, but that's where his retinue or his cannon fodder comes in play, taking off wounds, etc., etc. Sometimes I'll give him a combi flavor. I don't know, different name, I guess, for the orcs. Or you can take a special character. I was going to use him as my war boss just for shits and giggles. Some people also do the war boss on bike for anti-tank tactics. This is not a war boss on bike. This is just a knob on bike. But I'm just pointing him out just so you can show you how you can put a war boss on a bike. The reason why people put war bosses on bikes is usually solo is to combat tanks as well. When there's one solo running around, a lot of people tend to ignore him until it's too late. So, okay, so usually it goes something like this, right? Doesn't matter, this is the front, right? So, with his fast-moving speed from the bike, going all out, 18 inches, next turn, even at 12 inches, he's going to be on the enemy side board, at least making contact with a rhino. Or a stationary vehicle, hitting for free, or 4+, or even 6+. Usually it's going to be, for free, since they usually put, like a Predator or, Demolisher or a Vindicator or whatever out there. Boom, hits him. He's got the power fist on there. He's going to be pierced in the back at strength 5, doubling that. Auto glance. And that's why people put the war boss on bike. I usually like to foot slog it. It's less points, and you can put points somewhere else. Speed Freak Army, definitely put war boss on bike. Alright, so we got Elite. I do, of course, take the knobs. Knobs just own in hand-to-hand combat. Not nearly as tough as you think they would be. So don't be thinking that this elite choice is going to be like a Terminator squad, like any kind. Not a Terminator squad by far. Usually taking a knob squad. Usually put a boss with them. I sometimes do and sometimes don't. I like to distract my enemies usually. And by putting him with more points is like, well, that's the sweet spot. If I pop that, they're foot slogging it for the rest of the battle, and I'm just going to tear them up with shooting. And that's usually what happens. So, sometimes I like to distract my enemy by putting a knob squad in a truck and completely putting my war boss either foot slogging it by himself or with a troop choice. That way he's got like 30 boys behind him getting killed while he gets into combat with something vicious or just even regular troop types. You could probably tear up a Terminator squad pretty much. So that's Elite real quick for you. Definitely give him all kinds of combat weapons. Don't worry about guns. Forget the guns. Get him into combat. Don't be shooting with these guys. They're not good at shooting. They're good at crumping, alright? Good at bashing in heads. Put them on a truck. Or behind lots of trucks to protect them. Alright.